Yeah, we've got 8 bills in the subcommittee tonight. There's 5 pro-gun and 3 anti-gun bills.
Can you give us a highlight, because there are so many, first of all, the pro-gun bills that you see coming up?
Yeah, we've got House Bill 1411. That's a bill that would correct something that's kind of screwy in the Code of Virginia. If someone is convicted of recklessly handling a firearm while he's hunting, on a first offense, he can lose his license for 1 year to life. But on a second offense, he could lose it from 1 year to 5 years. That seems to be backwards, and so that bill would correct that and make that first offense a 1 to 5 year position, and then your penalty in the second offense would be the 1 year to life. And that's correcting something that's really screwy in the code. The second bill is House Bill 1552. Currently, some applicants for concealed carry permits, their locality is taking longer than the 45-day period to provide them with their permit. And so this would allow a temporary permit to be put in place until they get their permanent permit. And then the last bill I think I'd like to touch on is House Bill 1856. And that's a bill that allows for replacement concealed carry permits. If you lose or if your permit's destroyed for some reason, it would give you the opportunity to have that permit replaced instead of having to go through the whole process of getting a new permit issued, going through the background check a second time, and all that kind of stuff.
So it sounds like... go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, I think that's probably the 3 of the 5 top bills right there that are pro-gun.
And it sounds like a lot of them, if you don't mind me using the term, because I know if anybody has to wait, as long as some of these people are having to wait, it's not what you want to have to do. But a lot of this sounds like cleanup.
Yeah, a lot of times that's somewhat what we do in the General Assembly. It's going back in the code and fixing problems that were there either by mistake or for whatever reason. And that's what a lot of these bills would do. And I suppose now the one that addresses the permits not being issued in 45 days, that's addressing a specific problem that we're having with localities around the Commonwealth.
Yeah. On the anti-gun side, you've got one bill that would basically undermine the state preemption law.
Yes, it's almost becoming a perennial bill where a delegate will put in legislation that would allow localities to ban carrying of firearms in libraries owned or leased by the locality. And so that means someone would have to know every single locality that has a restriction to keep from being caught up in some type of snare that would get them in a violation. They didn't plan on doing anything wrong. It just happened. That's a bill that's that's looking for a problem in search of a solution. And there's not been any incidents in libraries around the Commonwealth. So this is a bill that we feel confident we can defeat in subcommittee tonight.
Yeah, and why would you want to establish this patchwork that we all know just confuses law-abiding gun owners?
Well, that's exactly right. But, the other side, they understand the process of incrementalism, and so they go after something incrementally in hopes of doing away with it totally at some point. Absolutely.
And the other bill is kind of interesting. It would ban the possession of a firearm in the capital of Virginia, for example. But I guess the delegate that's sponsoring this, Patrick Hope, he's hoping to exempt himself and the rest of the General Assembly from the effect of this legislation.
Oh, yeah, that's typical. Legislators exempting themselves from things they want every other citizen to have to abide by. It's House Bill 1813, and we expect that bill to be defeated tonight, too. And then there, of course, is that last bill, House Bill 2005, and that's one that would require every gun show promoter to post every federal and state law dealing with firearms at the entrance to gun shows, and that's another ridiculous proposal that needs to be turned back, and I feel confident will be tonight.
So it sounds like on the anti-gun side, most of these bills won't get very far.
That's correct. Typically in the House, they meet their demise in subcommittee, and the full committee will go along with it. And as with the pro-gun bills, we'll get them out of committee and we'll likely pass them through the House, and the real work will begin when we get them over to the Senate side.
Yep, so gun owners need to keep an eye. We'll tell them what happens today, and then they got to move forward and make sure they contact their lawmakers.
Absolutely.
In New York, hundreds of